Hey folks, Matt here with Lake Erie Arms. I'm here with Jeremy with Mossberg. We're going to be talking about the Mossberg 940 SPX. Now Jeremy, tell me about this gun and tell me what are some of the things you guys have done to improve upon the previous iterations.
Sure, absolutely. So this represents the latest evolution of our 940. The 940 took a lot of cues from our earlier 930, improved gas system though, more reliability, more time between cleanings, things like that. And so it has continued to evolve. The gas system has continued to get improved. So we're looking at between 1,500, 2,000 rounds between cleaning. And to clean it, you literally just pull the fore end off, pull the gas ring out, wipe it off with a paper towel, and you're back in business. Real easy to maintain, real easy to keep it in the fight. A couple other things that are real important. So with the Mossberg firearms, with our semi-autos, unlike some of the Italian or European competition, we don't have a separate cartridge drop lever. Meaning that from the magazine tube, it's a simple matter of you're chambered, you're ready to go. Because the American consumer is used to using a gun like that. We're not used to that extra step. So one of the things that we've done to ensure that that doesn't become an issue to somebody who has a little bit less training or handles the gun roughly is we changed the contour of the bolt release and we've added a protective ridge across the back too. So now if your bolt's locked, you're not going to get that inadvertent, you have to hit it at the edge. So nothing there, nothing there, nothing there, now it'll go. But at the same time we had to maintain the ability to pull it back because that's how a lot of people cheat and unload the gun.
Okay.
So they'll push up, pull it out, and the rounds will come. But we didn't want to take that away from them because it's an important part of the administrative functions. But some of the other things we did, one-piece magazine tube, we shroud it in aluminum, not plastic like the competitors. Like, look, we could have saved a lot of money by going to a plastic part. That's just not where our consumer's at. Our consumer wants metal on their gun. I had one guy tell me, I stopped playing with plastic guns when I was 8, son. So we get that, we respect that. An improved sight system. So these ghost rings, they're not adjustable, but they're set up for modern ammunition, meaning like federal tactical. It's going to put you on target out to 25, which is about as far as you want to go with buckshot. But with slugs, it'll put you on target out at 75. So from 0 to 75, depending on your ammunition choice, the iron sights are going to work great. If you don't want the iron sights, pull it out, RMSC compatible, drops right in, direct mount. It's also going to come with 3 plates, so it's going to handle about 90% of your red dot options out there. We have an improved safety, nice and wide, gives you a little bit more purchase. One of the other things we have is I'm real proud of this new fore end. So you can see that we've moved the QD swivel away from the M-LOK slot. Kind of important because you don't want your sling interfering with whatever you have mounted on your M-LOK.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people don't realize that, look, when I have my gun hanging and I go to bring it up, the last thing I need is my thumb getting hung up in the sling because it's in some weird spot.
Or the sling getting wrapped around the light or something like that.
Big one, sling getting wrapped in front of the light. Not gonna happen now. We've also built up a little ridge to kind of protect it.
I noticed that, I really like that.
Yeah, if you wanna go C-clamp, or I use a modified C, kind of like run my thumb forward so I can hit that light too. But yeah, so those are some of the big things we've done. It comes with a Vang card. We really believe out of all the Velcro solutions out there that the Vang is the one that we like the best. It's really rugged, really durable, really well executed, and that's included. So we think that we're providing quite a bit of value for the money. Of course, we kept the old adjustable stock, so we get a couple inches length of pull, front and back. It's also adjustable for like cast and cant. It's a very, very well thought out stock solution. So we feel like we're providing a lot of value for the money, and we feel like when it comes to a gun that's optimized for defensive use, we're not just taking a bird gun and saying, here, go fight with it. We really thought from like front to rear to make this the absolute best fighting semi-automatic shotgun that we could.
What colors is it going to come in? I see this one's green.
Yeah, we got green, we've got flat dark earth, and we've got just our regular black. In our law enforcement line, we sell it to everybody, but it's law enforcement specific because of like certain available options that regular consumer might not want, but it's available because we're not going to be the kind of company who says we're going to sell something to law enforcement and not to the consumer. That's not us. That's not our DNA. But in that line, it's also available in a tungsten Cerakote. And that's just because most police guns need to be a real subdued color to meet policy. You know, so that's a policy thing. But
now, if I may, real quick, I notice a few points of M-LOK here. Now, you have the one up here. Obviously, you could mount a light or something like that to that, and then a switch back here if you want.
Yeah.
If this is removed, is there any disadvantage to not having that on there if someone wants to take it off?
No, because this is metal.
Okay.
So you don't need that to keep it supported. It's a one-piece tube with a metal shroud. It's going to be fine. Some people just like the security of having that hanger in there. You know, they don't want things to get caught up in it, and we understand that. It's kind of left over from the Legacy 940 when that was the only attachment point, and we just felt like, from an aesthetic point of view and also from a protective point of view, doesn't cost us anything to leave it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we would expect that most people are going to run their stuff back on the handguard.
That was the first thing I noticed, and you already addressed this, was having this contoured around the barrel. Any issues, any concerns? Obviously you have this vented here. Any concerns with the heat from the barrel becoming a problem for that?
No, it's been tested thoroughly. In fact, you'll notice we have a band back here, because the only thing we did notice was when it gets really hot, it'll squeak.
Squeak?
It squeaks.
Okay.
And people are like, it's squeaking. So we added a reinforcing metal band across the rear, spring steel, and it just keeps it tight so it doesn't squeak. But that was the only thing we noticed. Like, from a function standpoint, no issues whatsoever. Just, it would squeak, and people were, why is it squeaking? Well, because it got hot and it expanded.
Okay.
But, you know, so that band takes care of that.
It sounds like you guys thought of everything.
Well, hopefully we're thinking of most things, you know. If I can catch most of it and put out fires before they start, I'm a happy guy.
And these are available right now?
Right now.
All right, guys.
Shipping right now.
940 SPX, Mossberg. Thank you very much, Jeremy.
Thank you.